1998 Metro. This is the City X model, 1275cc. And I would argue it's probably the best one you're ever going to see. It's close to a new Metro as you're going to find. Fabulous, fabulous condition. We'll go around that in a second. Supplied new by Caffins. Dealer sticker in the back. And more importantly, you can see that there. 3,199 miles on the clock. 3,199 miles. Before we have a good look at the car, we'll just have a quick flick through the paperwork, which we'll show you now. But if you check the description, we'll detail all of that in greater detail. Everything that comes with it. Nice big history file with it. Like I say, 3,199 miles. 1988. We'll have a look at the paperwork now and then we'll come back to the car. So as you can see, nice big history file all spread out here. So we're going to have a good look at it. We've got second set of keys with a fuel flap key. R HPI showing no write-offs, no outstanding finance, all that sort of stuff. You can see there. First registered February 89. Original book pack, all there as well. And then we do have a copy of the Caffins, who were the supplying dealer. The original invoice for that. So it's got all of the details of the car on there. So Azure blue metallic, there's the reg, there's the VIN number and engine number. Date of supply 24th of the 2nd 89. Invoice date was the 23rd, so the day before. 4,800 quid including the road fund license. Nice thing to have there. Obviously goes with a sticker in the back window, all that sort of stuff. We do have a nice pile of MOTs here. Obviously car 89, so the first one will be 92. Some from 93 there, 95. So, 93, 1,400 miles. So 4 years, it's done 1,400 miles. Going as far as sort of, what we've got there, 96, it's up to 1,700 miles. 2004, 1,998 miles. 2,175 miles in 2008. And then obviously after that, we're on to the digital records, where it goes up to where it's at now, so 3,099 miles. We've got large file of receipts here going through the years, all labelled up for all the work done by the current owner, previous owner's bills, and then a huge big sleeve full of bills there as well. So there's loads and loads of paperwork. Again, if you check the description, we'll detail everything there, but it was just a quick overview of what we've got. And we'll have a good look around the car now. For the bodywork, then we'll have a look on the interior, in the boot, engine bay, and then we'll get it fired up. Start on this driver's side. If we look down the driver's side, you can see it's really nice and straight all the way down there. All the panel gaps are even as you'd expect. There's no ripples, no dents. It's not full of filler. I'll be amazed with that mileage and the way the car's been careful if it's had much in the way of paint either. If we start on this front driver's wing, on the bottom of underneath the bumper there, lovely and clean and tidy. Inside the arch, you can see is clean and sharp all the way around. There's no sign of any corrosion coming in there. And actually, inside at the back of the arch there, you can see suspension spheres, lovely and clean. It's not caked in under seal or anything like that. Really honest, you can see exactly what's going on in there. It's on nice, I believe they're matching Dunlops all around, but we'll double check. Loads of tread left in those. On the correct spec steel wheels, this one's in lovely condition. Rest of that driver's wing all the way down, nice and tidy. Again, down the bottom normally be where you'd find the corrosion, where the mud flaps are mounted, but as you can see, this one is lovely and clean down there. It's even got some protection stuff where the mud flaps are mounted to stop any corrosion. We can see the rest of the sill all the way along. Lovely and tidy. Underneath is as you'd expect, really, really good. It doesn't look like it's seen anything in the way of snow or salt. Exhaust looks excellent as well, as you can see. Really very good under there. Continuing our way down, driver's door. Pull on the bottom there again, you can see no issues along there. Same on the inside all the way along. We'll have a good look at the door shut, so we move on to the interior. Around the handles, nice and tidy. We've got one tiny little mark in the paint just there. Around the lock, that's all nice as well. Coming up the A-pillar, no sign of any stone chips. Around the seal on the window, and in here where you'd normally get a bit of trap dirt and moisture, it's all lovely and clean. All the way along that scuttle is all good as well. Windscreen itself is nice and clear. There's no scratches. It's not had any bald wipers or anything scraping on it or anything like that. Coming up this pillar again, you want to check this seam here, which again is lovely. along the top there is all very good. And then in the gutter, all the way along, lovely and tidy. It's a bit of dried polish in the sunroof there, we'll clean that out. But the seal itself all the way around, lovely and tidy. That little brown tint, which is so 80s, is really good. And it does have the little sun visor on the spring that comes up with it as well. Rest of the roof, as you can see, all nice and straight. There's no ripples or dents in that. All the glass on the driver's side is stamped up. It's lovely and clean. Tidy around the seals. All the plastics are nice. They're not dried out or caked in back to black or anything like that. Like the rear door on this side, and again, lovely and tidy. There's no marks to note. But again, where this car's been looked after, the mileage is done. It's exactly as you'd expect. If we're telling us small, oh, that's a bit of dried polish, ignore that. And then down the bottom corner here, again, where you'd expect to find some corrosion, as you can see, really, really good. It's like brand new in there. Same with the inside of the door there. And then down the bottom here, lovely and clean all the way around. See the inside of the arch. You can still see the original rivets there. They're not caked in corrosion. And again, inside there, see all the paintwork, lovely and clean. Another good wheel and matching Dunlop tyre. And then coming around the back, again, you'd expect a bit of corrosion on this little seam down the bottom here. And where the mud flap meets the bodywork, but it's all lovely and tidy. All nice. You've got the original little rivet or spot weld marks in the corner there. Bumper itself sits lovely and straight. The rest of that rear valance is all good. Tail lights and the fog light, lovely and clear on both sides. Around the badges are good. Normally with this kind of badge, that black badge with the sort of silver top, they can wear through from too much washing, but this one's like brand new, as is all the stickers. Got the supply and dealer sticker there in the back as well. A little Austin Metro Owners Club sticker as well. Around this rear seal, even around the gutters, lovely and clean all the way around. Rear glass itself is nice. Heated rear glass as well, nice touch. And obviously we saw the exhaust from underneath, but you can see how good that is from here. We'll have another look at the roof while we're around here. Again, there is a small stone chip there that's been touched in. Very, very faint, as you can see, but it is worth pointing it out. All the glass on this side, same as the other side, lovely and clear. All the seals are nice. All good around the bottom there. And we're going to have another look up this side again. Body lines are sharp. Panel gaps are all good. Inside this rear arch where the mud flap mounts, again, no sign of any corrosion coming through there. The arch itself, lovely and sharp all the way around. You can see inside that arch is the same as the other side. Another good wheel and Dunlop tyre. We'll have a look along the sill on this side as well. Again, a little bit darker on this side, but as you can see, really, really clean. Underneath, it's fantastic. Really, really good. There's nothing to complain about at all on that. Both doors on this side nice and tidy. There's no marks there. Got one tiny little stone chip there that's been touched in. You can just see that. A-pillar on this side is all good, as is this seam again. And along the bottom here on the scuttle where it meets the screen. Onto the front wing, and again, like I say, down the bottom is normally where you find your corrosion. This one, really nice and tidy. Inside the arch, clean all the way around. Another good wheel and tyres. A slight scuff on this wheel if we're being picky, but another matching Dunlop tyre. Coming round onto the front, and again, front bumper sits nice and straight. All the plastic on the bumper is good. Headlights, indicators and side lights on both sides are nice. Lower valance with those seams down either side. Really, really good. Normally they've corroded through by now. Underneath there is lovely, as is the grille. I mean, the badge looks brand new as well, really good. And then onto the bonnet. No real signs of any stone chips on there. I'll tell about that, there's a tiny one there, very, very small. The rest of the bonnet, lovely and straight. So bodywork wise, really very, very good. Nice and clean underneath, as you can see. Moving on to the interior, and again, we saw them earlier, but door shuts are fantastic. All the fixings, everything nice and tidy. Door card, lovely and clean, and then the painted section where normally an elbow would scratch and scuff is all good. It actually still smells like a new car in here, which is ridiculous. Driver's seat. Now this kind of material always looks dirty on the camera. Got a big shadow running down the middle of it, so ignore that. That's not ideal, but if we get nice and close, you can see really, really clean all the way down. Bolsters are lovely. All the beading around the outside are good. And you've got this sort of grooved section in the centre. There's no trap dirt at all in there. All really very good. About close to a brand new Metro, I think, as you're going to find. No wear or tear on that steering wheel at all. All the switchgear is lovely and clear. It's not worn out. 99.7 miles. There you are. Gauge cluster itself, really nice and tidy. On the top of the dash is all good all the way along. Got a choke down the bottom here, and again, that would be the sort of thing that would wear out, but lovely and clean, as is the gear knob and the gator below it. It's on the original stereo. Underneath the sun visors is all nice and tidy as well. Like I say, it's got that wind deflector on the sunroof, which is a nice touch. Pop the bonnet while we're here. Continue our way around. Into the back on the driver's side, and again, door shut. Really nice and clean, as is the inside of the doors. Door card, painted section, all very good. Rear bench, again, like I said, this material does look dirty, but when you get the camera close, it's just the light in the camera. Seeing it in the flesh, you can see how good it is. Backs of the seats, really nice and tidy. Has not been kicked or scratched at. Headlining is excellent. See in the parcel shelf there, that's not been cut for any speakers or anything like that. Rams are still nice and strong. They hold that up, no problem at all. Underside of the parcel shelf is very good. Quite often these plastics can get sun faded and be a bit grim, but these ones are lovely on both sides. And then the plastic linings in the boot, all very good. Back side of the boot lip, again, lovely and tidy. You can lift this up and get a look underneath there. And you've got this sort of tray, and then you've got the wooden panel, which again is lovely. Holds the jack handle, spare wheel, and in there we've got the toolkit, which that's never been out of the bag. That's like brand new, really good. Matching Dunlop wheel, or wheat tyre, sorry. No sign of any moisture, any corrosion coming through. All very, very good. Exactly as you'd expect compared to the rest of the car. Into the passenger rear. Again, all lovely and tidy on that door. This door shuts all nice and neat. This side of the bench, same as the other side, all very good. Back of the seats are good. We'll have another look at the headlining from here. Nothing to complain about there. Moving on to the front left, nice and tidy on that door. Again, all good on the door shut. This passenger seat, lovely and tidy. Like I say, I've said it a few times, this material always looks dirty on the camera, but if we get nice and close, you can see brand new. Carpets underneath, all lovely and clean. Does have those mats down there, an aftermarket mat, but it's to protect that carpet, obviously. This side of the dash, all nice and tidy. We've even got the supplying dealer tax disc holders though, which is a nice touch. Lift that bonnet and have a look under there. So 88 car, so 12.75cc. It was actually driven to us. Starts on the button, which we'll show you in a second. Do a proper cold engine start up. Inner wings and everything lovely and clean. Got a couple of little breaks in the paint here, but it's actually just sort of surface. It actually looks like most of it would clean off, to be fair. Rest of it all nice and neat along there. 10 points if you can guess who made the battery. Engine all nice and clean, not over detailed, as you'd expect for this sort of car. If you have a look underneath, you'll see it's not dropping any fluid on the floor. We'll get it fired up, give it a bit of choke because it is stone cold. So choke on this side of the steering wheel, pull that out. So no warning lights, I don't know if it's other than the light telling you you've got the choke on. Fires up on the button, lovely and smooth, with nothing nasty flying out the back. So there you have it. Austin Metro 1.3 City X. Is it the best one for sale at the minute? I would say so. Super low mileage, really nice history, lovely condition, nice and original. If you check the description, we'll detail everything we know about the car. If you need anything else, so more photos, more videos, video call if you can't get to it, give us a shout. We are open every day apart from Sundays for viewings. Anything else you need, please just let us know. Thank you.